It's your boy Billy. I told you I'm gonna go live at 8, so I'm gonna wait till 8 to pop off with the story. But listen, this is what I'm doing, bro. From now on Wednesdays, we come at Wigging Wednesdays, and I'm telling the wig stories, the craziest wig stories that I remember from people wigging out on the cream. Now, don't nobody be saying nothing funny about my mustache. I was lining it up. Y'all know I be fucking up. I went to fucking up a little bit. Almost lost it all, but I was able to save it, you feel me? And I ain't even want to touch this because I ain't want to mess that up too. We got 2 more minutes before I jump into the story. I just came on here like 2, 3 minutes early just to just to let people get in here so everybody don't be like, she talking about I ain't noticing it until you said something. Just to let everybody get on here because a lot of people be saying, yeah, I did wreck the whip, bro. It's all good. I had a mechanic come and looking at it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it fixed. On trying to get it fixed this week, probably next week though. If the what's up, Tyra? It just depends on the mechanic, bro. That's all it is. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? Yeah, if I'd have cut all this off by accident, shit, I'd have been on that bit with a COVID mask on, telling these stories to that big group, man. We got 1 more minute, then I'm taking flight. I'm just trying to let people get in here. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? They talking about you ain't been on live in a long ass time. I'm telling you. Y'all know. It's all good. But ain't no way we can't say nothing about it now that you done made it noticeable. Hell no. What up, though? Who gonna get it done, Cam? I like the live, push the notification so I could go out to more people. Hey, CBL, what up, though, Irie? What up, though? My live really be lit, man. I got all the players, all the young men that's trying to do the right thing and getting that money on so they could go have some fun on. I got all them in my live. I got all the beautiful women in my live. Come on now. We really lit over here, man. We the Feezy family really lit over here, man. Yeah, yeah. All right, Wigging Wednesdays. Let's go. It's 8 o'clock. So listen, I'm in there. It's me, it's Tony. Damn, what was folks' name? We just gonna call him Lil Mike. I know that ain't his name, but we just gonna call him Lil Mike. So me, Tony, and Lil Mike, we all a little younger. Like we like early 20s, you know what I'm saying? Probably like 22, 23-ish. We just in there chopping it up. We always just be talking, getting up. We got a lot in common. Only thing different is, they dab around with the strips here and there. And that's just something I don't do. You know what I'm saying? That's something I've never done. And it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I rock with them. They don't be tripping out on it acting stupid. So, they do what they want to do. It is what it is. Hold on, let me make sure my Wi-Fi on. Nope, wasn't even on. Tripping. Yeah, I was tripping, my bad. But they'll mess around with the strips a little bit. Off with the Wi-Fi off. I just turned it off. Y'all can hear me? Off with the Wi-Fi off. I just turned it off. Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me? I'm gonna read all the super chats afterwards. Can y'all hear me, folks? Am I breaking up? Damn, the Wi-Fi made it worse. I thought that bit would have made it better. Okay, bet. So he like, bro, do you like your girl? Whoop the whoop the whoop. So I was like, well, I don't really consider myself got no girl right now because the female I was dealing with, before I was got incarcerated, she been moved on doing her thug thizzle. And then even the other female, they been did their thing when I was in county jail. So I never looked at it like that. He was like, so you don't believe that my girl been loyal? I say, well, like I say, little Mike, it depends on what your definition of loyal is, folks. Because if she is there for you and send you money and come visit you and answer the phone when you need to talk, and she got your back and she make you feel good, of course, I feel like that's loyalty. But if you saying far as sexual activities, if you saying has that girl had them cheeks clapped, if you saying had she been tooted and booted, if that's what you trying to ask me, of course I believe she has been doing that. Now, everybody way of thinking is different because I've had this conversation before, and some people be like, hell no, every female ain't like, okay, I understand it. Only thing I'm telling you is, if you ask me that question, I just don't think it's happening because, you know, if I'm in a lawyer committed relationship today, and my girl go to prison for 9, 10 years, man, please, I'm gonna be there for you, baby. But shit, I am. But anyway, so they going back and forth, back and forth. We hear the door pop. So I get up, I go look out the door. Like, who that is? Who that is? Cause Lil Mike had some Chris Brown out and Tony was pulling out the strips or whatever. So they're like, who that is? So I look, I'm like, that Kivatt, that Cavette. Cavette is cool as hell. He about our age, bro, but he an officer. And he from the country, South Georgia somewhere, but he cool as a fan, bro. You know what I'm saying? He be coming up there all the time, bro. We got this nigga number. We be talking to Cavette on the phone. He be like, he'll go home from work. Like, this nigga, he got a girl. They stay together, but this nigga ain't got no life. That nigga be home on the streets talking to us all day. I don't mean to say he ain't got no life like that. I take that back, but he cool as hell. We rock with Cavette. So he walking around like doing his little rounds and stuff. Skinny, dark skinned dude, glasses. If you outside looking in, you would think he lame, quiet, nerd or whatever. But he was cool, bro. He would play hell. Cavette come up there. He pulled the door. I'm like, the fuck y'all boy got going? I'm like, man, ain't shit. I sit back down on the end of the bed. I got my phone out. These niggas still going back and forth while they rolling up. So Cavette was like, man, what the hell y'all niggas in here crying about now? So Lil Mike was like, bro, this stupid ass nigga trying to tell me my girl, such and such. Bro, you don't even know my girl. You can see Lil Mike kind of getting mad. So Cavette was like, man, you know that hoe probably cheating on you, bro, for real, for real. So Lil Mike was like, oh, boy, you can't talk, boy. Boy, you ain't got no room to talk. Cavette, you tripping. So Cavette started smiling. He put his head down. So I put the phone down. I rolled me up a Chris Brown CD, fired up. Cavette like, let me hit that bit, Bill. So I do my hand like this. He step in the room a little more, hit it on the low real quick, kept his back to the door, blew it out, hit it again, passed it back to me, stepped back to the door. So he started laughing at Lil Mike. So Lil Mike was like, Tony, bruh. Tony was like, I already know. So Lil Mike hit me on the leg. He said, C Bill, C Bill. So I was like, what's up, folks? He was like, bruh, this nigga went out so bad. His girl definitely cheating on him for sure. So I look up at Cavette. I was like, no, folk. He was like, man, hell nah, man. Lil Mike ass just talking. He little stupid ass. He just talking. So Lil Mike was like, bruh, tell Bill what happened. Tell Bill what happened. So I'm like, no, Cavette. I'm hitting the Chris Brown CD. I'm like, no, Cavette, what the hell happened? G, tell me what happened. So Cavette like, bro, she went out on a little trip with her sister, her sister, her homegirl. They booked a cabin trip. You feel me? They just went out on some girl trip. He was like, now she did try me, but I know you feel me? She wasn't doing that. So Lil Mike was like, man, stop all that talking, man. Tell C-Bill what happened, bro. Tell him the story. You ain't got to keep cutting in, talking about what you know. Just tell the man the story. So Lil Mike told me, fuck you, nigga. So he go back to me. He said, bro, they booked the cabin trip. It was my girl, her sister, her couple homegirls, just a girl trip, just a getaway. They ordered people in there, like spa people, all the stuff they do at the salon, the spa massages, they got it like delivered to them in the cabins and all that. He was like, so probably like 11 at night, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to check on Shawty, you know what I'm saying? And I called her phone like 2, 3 times, straight to voicemail. He was like, so I called her sister phone. So her sister answered ASAP and told me, like, man, Shawty out of it. She knocked out sleep. She was like, bro, her phone is dead right here on the floor. I just picked it up. It's dead. She knocked out sleep. She done got drunk in hell. So he was like, so he told the sister, Like, shit, that's a bet. When baby get up, you know, whatever the case is, have her call me. I was just checking on her. So he was like, bet. So Cavette called Lil Mike. Keep in mind, Lil Mike a nigga in prison. He called Lil Mike. He chopping it up with him. He tell Lil Mike. So Lil Mike was like, what I tell you to do? What I tell you to do, nigga? So Cavette was like, okay, nigga, I'm finna get there. So Cavette was like, Lil Mike told me to call her number private. So I'm like, bro, we don't play games like that. Don't nobody do that. So he called her number private. That bitch run straight through. So when he said run straight through, I was just sitting there quiet. I was just listening. So Lil Mike was like, exactly. So CB, what that tell you? So Cavette was like, hold on, Lil Mike, let me finish talking. Let me finish talking. So I'm like, hold on, folk, let him get off. Let him finish talking. You know, Cavette cool. We really rock with him for sure. But at the end of the day, he is an officer. So whenever it comes to like something like that, I try to let him have a little extra leeway. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, let him just let him talk, G. But in my mind already where it's at. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, yeah, just let him have his way, G. Let him talk. Let him talk. So he like, but then what I'm saying, bro. The sister had already told me she just picked up the phone off the floor and it was dead. So sis probably plugged it up to the charger and that's the reason it rung, you feel me? And I'm like, now, that could be a high possibility. That could be possible. But the chances of that, if I call your phone and it goes straight to voicemail, and then I call private and it ring. Your ass doing something you ain't got no business doing. I don't give a fuck what you say, how you put it, who answer what question is what. I don't care. Your ass is flexing. Flexing like a Mexican. So he asked me what I think. I tell him she was cheating. And then I'm just playing with her. You know, I'm like, bruh, she had one so deep in her throat. She couldn't answer. She had to do something to you. I said, bruh, she had one so far in her throat. She felt that bitch in the bottom of her stomach. I just was saying a little stupid shit to him. So, you know, we all laughing. We all saying shit. So they finally fire up. They hit the wick. They fire up. They probably hit it like 2-3 times. Cavette was like, man, let me hit that motherfucker. So I'm thinking they playing or something. So Cavette step up, like reaching for it. I said, hey, Cavette. He was like, what's up? I said, man, that's strip, bro. That's stripping that Crib Brown CD. That ain't no regular Crib Brown CD. So he was like, oh, I know. Lil Mike was like, he be fucking with the strip. Cavette be smoking the strip. I was like, no. He was like, man, I be smoking this shit on the street. So he grabbed it from Lil Mike, hit it, passed it back to Lil Mike. I said, you be smoking strips on the street? He said, man, oh God, man, they put me on to the little plug out there. He was like, man, that shit way cheaper than weed to give you the same high. He was like, shit, I mean, you might look down on it because I'm an officer and I'm on the street, but at the end of the day, man, zip costs a couple hundred. He was like, shit, that, man, I pay 150, 200 for a sheet. Man, that's like 2 zips of gas to me. So I'm like, ain't no way you smoking this shit. And at work. So, you know what I'm saying? So Cavette, as we talking about females in different situations, and I'm telling them situations about, you know, just the way I think and how my mind is programmed on when it comes to relationship, lying, cheating, all that. Like, it's like, you got some people that you can tell, like if I open the door, and when I open the door to the bedroom, you do some shit like that with your phone, versus me opening the door and you just chilling, it ain't nothing. You got some people that you can explain why you jumped like that and it wasn't really nothing funny going on, and they probably believe it and go for it. I'm just the type of person that I would never believe you. So I was just explaining them that and the way I think and why I think what I think. If I walk in the room and my girl do some shit like that, I don't give a fuck what you say, how good your explanation sound, your ass lying. You was in here doing something strange. And I will always believe that. So we sitting here talking, so I just so happened to look up at Cavette. Bro, that nigga linked against the wall. Like the front, the top, like the lower part of his body kind of sticking out. And his back on the wall. The nigga eyes closed, he got his glasses on, and the nigga lip doing this. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I tap Tony. I'm like, gee. So he look over, I point at Cavette. Soon as he look at him, he busts out laughing. Lil Mike look up at him, he busts out laughing. I'm like, say Cavette. So he, yeah, what's up, folk? I'm like, bro, you tripping, G. He like, what you mean? I was like, bro, The fuck you in that bit wigging or something, G? You linked against the wall, lips shaking and shit. He like, man, you got me fucked up. Nigga, ain't nobody sleep. Nigga, ain't nobody lips shaking, nigga. Woo-doo-doo. I say, Cavette, I just looked at you, bro. On God, you was on the thing like this. So he busts out laughing. He like, man, get your stupid ass on, ugly ass nigga. Smurf looking ass nigga. You know, he go trying to join me or whatever. So I'm like, all right, bro. Get your goddamn Steve Urkel. Did I do that looking ass on? So we just go back to kicking it. He like, man, I need to go do some rounds for these stupid ass niggas do some. We all look up at them. They done laughing. You hear on the radio, Sergeant such and such to CO1 such and such, Cavette, put your dorm on standby for child or something like that. So, bro, this nigga lying there like, then he go to making little noises. I'm like, hey, Cavette, G, bro, your ass tweaking, folks. Hey, bro, Cavette. So yeah. I'm like, bro, you heard what them folks said? He like, what you talking about? And then it came back over there. Sergeant such and such to CO1 Cavette, dorm Charlie 2, put your dorm on standby for child. Over or something like that. So he jump on the radio, tenfold. So he just yell out my door. Nigga don't even move. He yell out my door. Stand by for child. Stand by for child. So she come back over the thing. Clear or something like that. So he go back over there. Tenfold, Sergeant, tenfold. So I'm like, hey, Cavette. So he like, what's up, CBL? I'm like, folks, you tripping, bro. You might need to go drink you some damn water or something, bro. He like, what you mean? I said, bro, I'm telling you, G, you been in here tripping. Your lips shivering and shit. You looking stupid, linked all the way out. Your body looking like it's built like a question mark. Your back turned in. Your hips is poking out. Like, bro, that shit just look funny, Cavette. Like, you tripping, G. So he like, man, you tripping. So Tony and Lil Mike go to tell him the same thing. Like, nah, bro, for real, bro. Like, your ass was just tweaking for real. So he like, yeah, let me go walk. Let me go get some water or something. So this nigga so junted out, he gonna say, CB, you got some of that steak Kool-Aid? I'm like, right there in the box on the top shelf to the left. Go on, grab you some, G. So he grabbed the steak Kool-Aid. He walked out the room. I'm like, man, y'all gotta stop doing that with that young nigga, bro. I mean, we was all about the same age, but I'm just saying, like, bro, y'all gotta stop doing that, folks. So they like, what you mean? I'm like, bro, stop smoking with this man on the job. Like, if he trying to smoke a Chris Brown CD, maybe even if he trying to hit a little Al Green there here and there, that's cool, G. But that strip shit, anything, drugs, for real, bro, y'all gotta stop doing that with that man. That man at work, bro. That man to fuck around lose his job like that, bro. So, you know, Tony and Lil Mike don't care. They like, man, that's a grown-ass man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody finna tell that man what he can and can't do. And I respect it. I understand, but at the same time, it's just like, hell nah, bro. Y'all can't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? We hear the radio, bro. You know, but we not really paying too much attention, bro. We just hearing it over and over and over. Bro, we fuck around, go to the door. Cavette is like this, linked down on the box where I say you gotta lift up the metal flap and talk to the officer. The nigga linked down like this on it. You hear them folks calling his name on the radio. So I run down there, I go jogging. I don't run too fast with everybody watching me. I go jogging down there. So when I get down there, I hit the metal with my fingers like this. I said, Cavette, bro, Cavette. So he jump up. I'm like, bro, answer the fucking radio. Sergeant been calling you, bro. So he answered, he like, go ahead, Sarge. She was like, Officer Cavette, release your dorm for child and then go to channel 3, please. She telling him go to a private channel so everybody can't hear it because everybody in the prison be on channel 2. So she telling him go to channel 3 so it could be private. So he like, come on, man, child call. He go in there, pop the door, and then he go to channel 3. Yes, Sergeant. She like, Cavette, what do you got going on? He like, nothing, ma'am. She like, come on, man, I've been calling your name. What if it was an emergency? He like, yeah, I apologize, Sergeant. I just had a lot on my mind. What else? She like, okay, well, you at work. We ain't got time for all that now, Cavette. He like, yes, ma'am. Yes, Sergeant. Won't happen again, Sergeant. So she like, all right, whatever. So she tell him, you can go back to channel 2. So he go back to channel 2. Dom go out for child. I go back upstairs. Lil Tony went out the child. Lil Mike was still up there. I'm like, bro, that nigga tripping, bro. He laughing. He dying laughing. Lil Mike think this shit is so funny, bro. So we sitting there chopping it up, bro. While we sitting there chopping it up, everybody done left out for child. The door cracked. I'm rolling me up another Chris Brown CD. It ain't barely nobody in here. Officer Cavette walked straight in the room. The man walking in the room, his eyes bloodshot red. I don't know what the fuck just happened that fast. The nigga eyes was not just that red when I was just down there talking to him. I don't know what the hell he just had going on that fast to make his eyes red. He step in there, he pull off his glass, he go to rubbing his eyes. I say, hey, Cavette. Hey, Cavette. So he like, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? Nigga voice kind of jittery and shaky. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck wrong, bro? I tell him, bro, go to that sink right here, turn on that cold water, bro, throw that shit on your face, G. You is tripping, Cavette. What the fuck? You been crying or something, nigga? Like, what the hell you got going on, bro? So he like, hey, CBL, man, let me call a number real quick, G. Let me call a number. Now he always call people. He be calling his girl. He be calling his little side pieces from our phones when he be at work and be bored. So it ain't nothing, but it's just like, damn, Cavette, you is tweaking, folks. So I give him the phone. He dial the number, put it on speaker. Girl answer, hello. He like, baby, what you doing? Shit was like, boy, what I tell you about calling me from the inmate's phone? That shit is so dangerous. You fuck around and get in trouble and go to jail, and then they see you call my number, I might go to jail too. That's not how it works, but I understand why she felt like that. So he like, no, I just need to see what the fuck was going on, cause shit just ain't making sense. So she like, boy, what the fuck is you talking about? So he was like, hell no, I was just sitting back thinking when I got down, called you that night and you was with your friends. Bitch, I know you was cheating on me. You lying motherfucker. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So he spazzing out on her. While he spazzing out on her, Lieutenant such and such to Officer Cavette, what's your 20? And when they say that, they be saying, what's your location? What's your 20? Brother man not studying none of that. He arguing with her. So I'm like, Cavette. So he look up at me. I'm like, nigga, they calling you on the radio. Lieutenant such and such, I'm outside your dormitory. I don't see you. What's your 20? I need you to open the door and let me in. So he still, no, bitch, you a motherfucking lie. I know you was with a nigga. I know you was with a nigga, you lying ass bitch. I'm like, Cavette, G. And while he talking, bro, he like, bitch, you a motherfucking lie. I know. And, bro, his eyes just keep doing stupid shit. I'm like, Cavette, bro. So I get up, I slightly stick my head out the door a little bit. I come over here, bro. I had to snatch the phone physically out this nigga hand, bro. I snatched the phone out his hand and hung up. I say, G, the lieutenant is at the fucking door. They're calling your name right now, bro. They trying to get in the dorm, G. You need to get the fuck up out this room, bro. This man looks me in my eyes and say, CB, you think that bitch, you think that bitch really cheating on me? I said, oh my God. Oh my God. I said, Cavette, what the fuck are you doing, bro? He like, no, I'm just trying to see. I'm like, oh, so I look over at Lil Mike over there dying laughing. I'm like, Lil Mike, this shit not funny, bro. It's not funny. So I passed Lil Mike the phone. I'm like, bro, put that up, bro, because he knew the spot and shit. I'm like, bro, you and this bitch twitching and flinching and shaking and come on, bro, having minor seizures and shit, bro. You can't be in here doing that, bro. You will fuck around and get a nigga in trouble, bro. You hear them on the thing again. Lieutenant such and such to Officer Cavette, what's your 20? They said some type of code like, is there a such and such? I forgot what it was called. I think they basically was asking him like, are you having an emergency? Is there an emergency or whatever? So I'm like, Cavette, bro, go out there, bro. This nigga walk over to the door and peep around real low. The nigga turned back real fast and was like, that's LT. That's LT out there. Ooh, he gonna throw me in that water. I said, throw you in that water? What the fuck that nigga talking about? But I'm not laughing at the moment. I'm laughing now that I think back on it, but I'm really not laughing. This shit really not funny. So I'm like, Cavette. I look over at Lil Mike. He's dying laughing. I say, Cavette, you say he gonna throw you in that water, G. What are you talking about, bro? That nigga said, bro, you know, I don't really fuck with the water. I don't really, bro. Then the man leans back on the wall. His feet, he go to sliding his body down, bro. As he sliding his body down, I promise you, both of his hands is like in a like a you know, like somebody throw you in the pool, you can't really swim, you doing an overly dog pedal trying to stay afloat. Bro, he's doing that real hard, bro. And the nigga doing his mouth like this. I say, oh my fucking goodness, we finna go to the hole fucking with this stupid ass nigga. I tell Lil Mike, I'm like, come on, bro, we need to come on about this bitch. He like, but if the LT standing right there, he had just finished putting up my phone down there by where he was sitting at. He like, but nigga, if LT standing right there, I'm like, bro, fuck that. That nigga Cavette is tripping. So I grab him by his jacket just a little bit, Officer Cavette, and I kind of try to pull him to the door, while we still inside the room so the officer can't see me. I grab folks by his jacket and try to pull him over a little bit. That nigga snatched back from me real hard. I'm like, Lil Mike, get out this room, bro. So I stepped out the room, cause I'm like, hell nah, they ain't finna say we did nothing to Cavette in this bit. So Lil Mike come out the room. By the time me and Lil Mike both step out the room, Officer Cavette was all the way down on the ground. And I guess the lieutenant had got another officer over there to pop the door, to open the door from the outside. So they went into the officer booth. We just standing there. We turn this way like we looking at the dorm, but we keep looking back at Cavette, bro. This nigga done got all the way down on the ground. This nigga doing this same stupid shit, laying on his back. The man turned on this man turned his fucking stomach and started flopping up and down like a fish, bro. I promise. Like a fish, and he's making these stupid ass noises. Every time he snatched his head up, his fucking drool coming out the side of his mouth. And bro, that shit had me scared because I knew he was wigging. I knew that for sure. It was the strips. It was too strong. Maybe he hit it too hard. But I'm sitting here thinking like, bro, we finna fuck around and go to the hole or something. Cause they gonna think we did something to this nigga. You know what I'm saying? They leave out the officer booth. I'm like, Cavette, get your stupid ass up, Cavette. He's still down there doing the dumb shit. Now the nigga go to kicking his feet back and forth, doing his arms like this, like he real life swimming. Lieutenant came in. He looked straight up at us and was like, "Where the officer at?" So we're like, "Huh? Where y'all officer at?" So it's like, he right here, bro. Ain't no sense in us lying and playing. Then it's definitely gonna look like we did something to the nigga. So I look back, he's still on that shit. I said, "Hey, LT, I think he in here having a seizure, bro." He said, "What?" I said, the officer Cavette, he in here having a seizure." So Lieutenant come taking off around. He like, "Why the fuck you ain't been saying nothing?" I said, "Shit, nigga, he was shaking the room down, searching my room. He just fucking fell, looked like he having a seizure." So Lieutenant got on the radio, called whatever he called, came running up there. He came up there. He like, Cavette, Cavette on the ground. He like, Cavette. He go to turning him, doing like this, doing something to him. Medical come running down there. All them folks come down there. As soon as the other officers come down there, they immediately put me and Lil Mike against the wall, make us put our hands up, pat us down, see if we got anything. And they question, "What the fuck happened to him? What happened to him?" We like, "Hey, bro, listen. The nigga came in here. He said he was asking us questions, talking about he smelled Chris Brown." I was like, "I ain't gonna cap him, keep it real. I was smoking a Chris Brown CD. It don't matter where I got it from, and that was my last one. You could search my room, whatever. That was it." And he started shaking the room down, bro. Me and little bro left out the room to let him, have his space and shake the room down. Nigga passed out, started having a seizure or whatever. So medical get down there, all that, bro. So a few officers pick him up. They walking down with him. This man still doing this shit in the air, bro. That shit pissed me off. They get the man down here. They put him on the stretcher on his side. And one of the officers keeps saying something about his tongue, about you got to watch his tongue or don't let him do this or that or whatever. His tongue, you don't want to bite it or swallow it or some shit like that. 1,200 people in here, okay. So he like, you got to keep him on his side, bro. They pushing Officer Cavette out. When he gets to the door, I promise you, we're looking right at this. This nigga goes from this to all the officers jump back. They like, "What the fuck?" The medical people even let the thing go. They like, "That nigga just scared the shit out of me." I ain't gonna cap. I was all the way up there on the top range. Nigga damn near scared the shit out of me. I kind of jumped a little bit, and he wasn't nowhere near me. But that man jumped up off the stretcher, jumped clean off that bit, went to looking around like he was on, what's that movie called? Where them folks, they humans, and then they turn into like them little animal things in the woods. In the Amazon or something, but that nigga jumped off that thing and started looking and staring at everybody like. So everybody go to backing up. Even the lieutenant grabbed his taser. He like, "Officer Cavette, what you got going on?" Man, that man took off running, screaming through the door. As he ran through the door, the man was snatching the shirt, snatching like through the buttons. By the time he made it outside the salad port, nigga had no shirt on. That means he snatched his officer shirt off. He snatched the knife-proof vest off, and he snatched his T-shirt off under that, taking off running up the walk, bro. Nigga was running fast, like he was running for dear life, bro. They went up there probably about 2 hours later, bro. They made the dorm stay in the chow hall. They was trying to investigate or whatever. They finally came back, took me and little Mike out, took us up to administration and asked us a million questions, tore our room apart looking for stuff, and was like, tell us the truth, what he had going on, or y'all going to the tier program. And I just was like, bro, I'm just telling you, that's what happened, folks. They like, but why was he in the room for so long? I'm like, bro, the man was asking us hella questions, asking us what a contraband at, asking us this, and this. And, bro, we don't know, bro. We don't know why that nigga passed out like that, bro. Woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? And they let us go, bro. They let us go back to the dorm. We went to blowing Cavette ass up, blowing him up. He wasn't answering the phone. I called his girl number. She finally answered. I'm like, man, that nigga at the crib. She like, yeah, but I don't really like when y'all inmates call my phone. I'm like, okay, well, can you tell him to call me, or can I holler at him real quick, because this is important. So she like, hold on. So she go get him. He come on the phone. I'm like, yo, Cavette. He like, who this? I'm like, C-Bill, nigga. So he busts out laughing. I'm like, fuck, that shit ain't funny. What you had going on, bro? He was like, man, I got fired, bro. Them folk fired me. I said, no damn well they did, bro. I was like, what the fuck was wrong with you? He was like, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. That, bro, I don't even remember what happened, bro. I don't even remember driving home. I just remember getting home with no shirt on. Me and my old lady got into it, so I had to tell him the whole thing about what happened. And then he said the warden basically told him the same thing before he fired him, saying that, he can't be trusted in this position or whatever the case is. And then the nigga gonna say, ACB, you still think that shit true though? I said, do I think what true? He gonna say, that shit we was talking about that. Then he gonna get quiet, I guess, so she can't hear that shit about that phone shit where you was saying Shawty was cheating on me. I said, man, fuck you. Get off my phone, stupid ass nigga. I hung up on Cavette, dumbass. You done fucked up the position. You done fucked up the opportunity. You sitting here damn worried about that damn girl talking about that she cheat. Of course she is, nigga. I should have told him yes. Of course. But I ain't want the nigga to wig out no more. Fuck around wig out on her. He talking about he don't remember what he did. Shit, he fuck around wig out, turn her ass everywhere loose. He damn sure ain't gonna remember that. He fuck around being there with us. I'm about to read these super chats, these fan funding things, and then I'm out of here. John Watts, welcome early access. Savion Colbert, welcome. Braun X Guy, Gun, Hillard. Appreciate that support, family. Rock Boy Bam. What's up, Bill? Been rocking with you for a minute. Love the content king. Keep up the great work, family. What the feezy? Appreciate that support, famo. Moto Massey Vlogs. I appreciate you, bro. You got me through many days on the job site. Appreciate that support, famo. Gene Sebastian tapping in from 305 Best Stories Dead Sear home. Appreciate that support, famo. St. Bill Feezy gift membership. Appreciate that, famo. Moto Macy Vlog. Say Seville. Appreciate that support, G. This too funny, bro. Start doing show by a ticket. Appreciate that support, G. My boy Corey, what up, dog? Of course, it's 1,200 people in here. You are C motherfucking Bill. Hey, man, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all, folks. I'm about to go on slide. I just wanted to tap in. Hey, bro, this every Wednesday we doing a wigging story. That's what I'm doing, my wig out stories about the people I done seen wigging. Wigging Wednesdays, and I'm going live with them. I might not go live every time. Hold on, let me not get y'all ass too comfortable now. The girl named Cinnamon Toast Coochie. Y'all retarded. Hey, listen, I'm out of here though. My Instagram is cbill1k. Y'all hit me. I just made a Facebook and a Snapchat. Hopefully they don't take that. My Snapchat is Ben Loyal, Been Loyal, Loyal. And my Facebook is Bill Feezy, but there's so many of them. Shit, it's just a picture of me. The first picture I took when I got out. But it's your boy Billiam.